Alright, y'all, I am back with another Who's Going to Dethrone Every Champion as of August. And since Bash of Berlin is coming up, I want to do this video. Well, I'm doing two videos in the same day. Well, I think three. I think three videos in the same day. And, Bash of Berlin is coming up. And I just want to get this out of the way before that pay-per-view comes up. So, let's just get started. So here we are on the NXT side, and the champions in my last video was Nathan Frazier and Axiom. And in my last video, I forgot Santi Zap versus Main Event Will or Multiverse Lovers, however. So, I think it's in Santi Zap's last video, he thought it was going to be like a reunited tag team, Motor City Machine Guns, right? And guess what? I thought something different, and I thought it was gonna be Angel and Humberto. And guess what? We were both wrong because it was gonna be Chase U gonna do it. And this happened like not too long ago on NXT, just regular NXT, no pay-per-views and all that. So I'm still sticking, since Santi Zap hasn't made his prediction for that. I'm just gonna make my prediction. And I think it's going to be Angel and Humberto. Since they're both heels, they are most likely going to be on NXT, just doing both brands on SmackDown and NXT. And let's talk about this man, Obafemi. Now he is the longest reigning champion in WWE to this day. Just all over brands like Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. But let's talk about who's going to dethrone him. And I think in Santi Zap's last video, dang, who did he say? Yeah. Oh no, I actually said this. In my last video, I thought Tony D'Angelo was going to do it. And lately, I think it wasn't Santi Zap and did not. Oh no, yeah, Santi Zap. Me and Santi Zap did say this before. And I'm kind of sticking with him because I think it's going to be Javon Evans. And this man has been just doing his things. He has been doing his thing lately in NXT, and he debuted not too long ago. And I really liked it. I really like him, and I feel like the NXT championship should be like a good fit for him. All right, let's talk about him. Now, I haven't made a Who's Going to Dethrone Every Champion video in like a month, since like July. And then, in the starting of July, he lost the title to Ethan. Trick Williams lost it, and I thought he was gonna lose it to. Man, excuse me. I just ate Chick-fil-A, and I'm kind of full. But I thought he was gonna drop it to Wesley because to me he was like one of the guys who deserves to be at the top at NXT. And then if Trick Williams was ever going to go to the main roster, I thought he should drop it to Wesley, like someone who deserves it and someone who's been popular for a very long time. And guess what? I was wrong. Ethan Page did it at NXT Heatwave. My uncle had the same reaction as me. And here's the thing about Ethan Page. I don't think he's gonna win. I don't think he's gonna hold it for that long because I think Trick Williams is gonna do it. And then now, after thinking about it lately, it can be more people. It can be Wesley, Trick Williams, Pete Dunne. But there is one person. All right, so let's take a moment and let's just take a deep breath. And here it is. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. It should be Joe Hendry. And I just had a conversation with my uncle yesterday about this man. And to me, he's like a G-rated wrestler. You gotta say his name, and then he comes up. It's like being Barney or something. I don't even know which video. Or anything. Or no, it's like Genie. Like you gotta rub his lamp, and then pops up like out of nowhere. I think it should be Joe Hendry, just how popular he is to this day, or or it can be Trick Williams. I'm okay with either one. I'm okay with like Wesley, Trick Williams, and Joe Hendry. Okay, this is still crazy that they are like tag team champions because I thought they were gonna lose it to Jay Cargill and Bianca. And guess what? They had a rematch and they failed by disqualification. Disqualification. And what else? Oh yeah, who do I think is going to dethrone Alba Fire and Aladon on Holy Union? Because Santi Zap said it should be Damage Control. And then now, and guess what? I'm actually gonna be okay with this because, like, I don't know where Asuka is. Oh yeah, and matter of fact, they have a match coming up on Monday Night Raw, and if they win, I wouldn't be too mad. Okay. Oh yeah, we're in the women's division, by the way. So let's talk about Bayley. It's crazy that I predicted that Nia Jax was gonna do it, and guess what? It happened. Now there's like multiple people that can like dethrone, that can actually dethrone Nia Jax. There's like 1, 2, 3, at least 3 people, right? Okay, so here's Santi's opinion. Now he took a deep breath like he did. Now we took a deep breath like we all did, and he thought Charlotte Flair was gonna come back. And as crazy as it is, I don't see like Charlotte Flair winning another title in a very long time because, you know, I feel like what Triple H is gonna do with her, she's gonna be like, you know, it's not being like overpushed and overbooking people, you know, overbooking her. She's gonna be like perfectly booked, not gonna win like a lot of titles, and then she's already like won like 15 championships already. And I feel like it's time that we see Tiffany Stratton doing it. Now, I believe Tiffany Stratton is gonna do it, but I have a different opinion, and I really think it should be, ready? It should be Jade Cargill, for real. Jade Cargill I feel like will be champion one day, and this will set us up for like Jade Cargill's heel run. Like I see Bianca versus Jade, Jade Cargill versus Naomi. There's like multiple matches that we can see, and then that's also going to be like a later video with WrestleMania predictions. Like, you know, they're gonna be in this. Now let's talk about Liv Morgan real quick, because in our last me and Santi Zap's last video, we said it's gonna be Rhea Ripley. I am still sticking with this answer just because like there's like no top women. You know what? No, what I'm trying to say, there's like no one can compare like Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan right now, because they're on top. Like you have big stars like Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Becky, Bianca, Asuka, you know, Sky. There's so many people you could put, but I'm still sticking with Rhea Ripley because like the women's division on Raw is like going down a little bit. Just because these two are feuding, it's like less opportunities for other women to go after them. And then another thing is that some of these women's division is going to like be on the Speed Championship. We need like mid card championships, and that's kind of it. Okay, I think I already told you about who was champion in my last video, and it was them. And I had like multiple people like I had like, wait, who do I have? I had like Awesome Truth coming back as tag team champions, New Catch Republic, New Day, and just so many people. And guess what? Santi Zap had one of the coolest ideas, but I don't think it's going to happen. Is just because of like both of them deserves to be like separated from just to be, they just need to be singles champions. It was Jay and Sammy. These two deserves to be singles champions. Now, Sami Zayn already had like a singles run already for the Intercontinental Championship, but for the World Championship, I think Sami Zayn should become world champion one day, but I don't know how long it will be, and I don't know like when Sami Zayn's gonna retire. And same for Jay. Like Jay sacrificed everything just to become main event Jey Uso, and after like thinking about it, one real tag team or one signature tag team or career tag teams that has been together for a while, it should be like a new it should be a new tag team. And yes, it's them, the Wyatt Six. Now I don't know what's like the what's still gonna be the group, like Eric Rowan and Dexter, or Dexter and Joe Gacy, or Uncle Howdy and Eric Rowan. I feel like it should be Uncle Howdy and Eric Rowan, just because of like they're like the Bray Wyatt. Because to me they're like close to Bray Wyatt. I feel like it would make sense. Now, in my last video, 8-Time Down Under were tag team champions, and then later I predicted it, and I thought DIY was gonna do it, and then I started cooking, and then they became WWE tag team champions for about 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Wait, no, how long? Yeah, they won. They had a rematch. Then they skipped on. Okay, they were champions for like 4 weeks. And then I thought they were going to drop it to the Bloodline. Like, I thought it was going to be Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga. But guess what? I had the wrong mix-up, but I still get the point that they were going to win. And then Jacob Fatu is tag team champions with Tama Tonga. And here's the thing. I really think... Hold up. Okay, I had a notification about Sciencey Zap's videos. He'd be posting every day. But anyway, who I think is going to dethrone these tag teams, and here's what Sciencey Zap said. He literally thought of okay, it's not the worst, and it's not the bad idea, and it's not the worst. He had the wrong choice, but in his opinion, I think it was the right choice. And he thought it was going to be like Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. Like, here's the thing. Okay, first of all, Kevin Owens can be tag team champion anytime, but Cody Rhodes, the thing is that he's already WWE champion. That's being over. Here's one thing about WWE. Wrestlers in WWE, you do not want them to become overrated, and sometimes if you want them, you're just gonna win like multiple titles at the same time. But Cody's so over, he doesn't really need the tag team championships, and especially these two going against each other is not gonna happen. I know it was like a long time ago, but no. Now there's another tag team. Now I'm gonna substitute Cody Rhodes for rated RKO for Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Now I have another choice outside of these two, and if they don't even pull the trigger on this superstar, you might as well bring them back together, because it's not paranoia, it's the Usos. Let's go. I feel like the Usos should become tag team champions, defeating like Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga, or whatever the tag teams are, because right now it's like kind of confusing that Jacob Fatu is injured, but yet also Tonga Loa is holding the tag team championships. Now let's go into the singles division for the men's. Now Logan Paul was the longest reigning champion in WWE right now, until he got defeated by who I actually predicted, by LA Knight. Yeah. And as you see in this picture, he won. Good job, LA Knight. I've been sticking on him for a very long time. I had like mixtures of Bad Bunny and LA Knight, but it's time. It was LA Knight's time. And now when I was talking to my uncle, it was like long overdue. We've been saying for like Jey Uso, LA Knight, a lot of things were like long overdue for like singles gold. Now let's talk about LA Knight real quick. Okay, so in Santi's App's last video, it was Carmelo Hayes. And guess what? I am keeping that because like right now he has a title defense next week, and it's really against Santos Escobar. And no, he is not going to win. I feel like Carmelo Hayes should win it at like probably like before WrestleMania, because I'm gonna set something up in my video coming up in October. All right, Sami Zayn was Intercontinental Champion, and I predicted that Braun Breaker should do it. And guess what? And when I was talking to my uncle again, he said, I never thought he was I didn't know he was a Braun Breaker fan, because like, you know, he won the championship and all that. But let's talk about Braun Breaker real quick. Now there's so many people you could play. Science's app said he thinks that it could be Ilya Dragunov. I really agree with this opinion, but there are so many people you could put, and I'm not mad with this decision. I am keeping that, but I have more like Jey Uso. He deserves a title reign for a very long time. I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know if it's just, I don't even know what's taking too long for Jey to become a singles champion. I don't know what it is. He's underrated. But I have another one if they don't even do it. Alright, ready? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. My favorite wrestler of all time I think John Cena should dethrone Braun Breaker and then have a mid-card title run, just like in 2015 when he was U.S. champion. He should like defend this title almost every week or whatever he wants to do with it, and then probably drop it to like a younger talent like Jey Uso and have a run here and there. Alright, let's talk about him, Damian Priest. Now, I am somewhat happy that he was champion, and here's why I say somewhat, because I thought it was going to be Gunther, because I had like a feeling that like I had multiple people like Rey Mysterio, Braun Strowman, Jey Uso, Gunther, and Finn Balor. Five people who could have dethroned Damian Priest. And guess what? I literally predicted it was going to be Gunther. And I'm somewhat happy for Gunther, because like he's like, you know, becoming a rising star. And another thing is that I got my prediction wrong in my SummerSlam video. And then another thing is that like I really predicted it right, and guess what? Santi's app is predicting John Cena. I am okay with that. I am fine with that decision. I am a John Cena fan all day. If it makes sense, I'll be okay with it. Now, here's what's up. I feel like it should be someone else that deserves it. I feel like it should be these two. One of these two can literally dethrone Gunther. Now, we've already seen Drew McIntyre pinning. Drew McIntyre pinned Gunther at Survivor Series in 2019, and I feel like he can do it again. And now, CM Punk, all he wants to do is main event WrestleMania. He never said anything about winning it. Excuse me. He never said anything about winning a title or nothing. But or It can be like a triple threat match or whatever. It can be like whatever. It can be John Cena versus Gunther, or CM Punk versus Gunther, or Drew McIntyre versus Gunther. Whatever they want to do, I feel like if it makes sense, I'll be okay with it. Cause right now, Gunther's gonna have a scheduled match at Bash in Berlin against Randy Orton, but I don't think Randy Orton's gonna do it. As much as I love him, as much as I like Randy Orton, um, I don't know if he's gonna win. Okay, let's talk about my man Cody Rhodes. And in my last video, I thought it was gonna be like I just had this crazy thing that Solo Sikoa was gonna do it, because like even like before I said it, even like before Clash of the Castle, I just didn't know like what they were gonna do with Solo Sikoa. I know he was gonna like I knew Cody Rhodes was gonna like have a feud with the Bloodline once again, but I just didn't know. And now I had another person. I thought it was gonna be Randy Orton, but we don't know if Randy Orton's gonna turn heel on Cody Rhodes. I feel like if Randy Orton does turn heel on Cody Rhodes, they need to do it right. They just need to make it quick. Or when is it gonna be? When the match is gonna be? And yeah. And then also I got The Rock. So out of these three people, I'm gonna stick with The Rock, just because I think he's gonna come back at Survivor Series. He's not gonna have a incredibly long title reign. He's just gonna have it for at least 2 to 3 months without defending it, and then drops it to the OTC tribal chief.